Hello, how are you doing? My name is Alex. I'm from the admissions office at Cape Cod Community College. I'm so glad that you were able to stop in today and listen to the presentation about Cape Cod Community College. Over the next 10 minutes or so, I'm going to walk you through a couple of different things. But first off, I'm going to give you an overview of Cape Cod Community College, what it means to be a student with us, talk about some degree and certificate options, financial aid, transfer opportunities, and then finally, how to apply. So glad that you're able to be with us. Let's jump in. So we have a couple of different students at Cape Cod Community College. We primarily see two groups of students. We see the group of students who want to jump into a career as soon as possible. And then the second group are those who potentially want to continue on to get a four-year degree or beyond, but they don't want to accumulate a mountain of debt doing so. For the first group of students, we see they jump into our career training programs such as dental hygiene or nursing, aviation, maintenance technology, funeral service. We see programs like paralegal and law enforcement. These are programs that can be completed anywhere from a year to 2 years, depending on the program. And then once a student transfers, they'll have the certifications and licenses needed to go right into the workforce. The second group of students are those who maybe want to continue on to get a bachelor's degree, maybe a master's degree or higher, but they don't want to accumulate a lot of debt. So they'll come to us for 1 or 2 years, and then they'll transfer to either the Massachusetts State College system, or they will go to any other college or university throughout the country, depending on what their goals are. So let me give you an overview of the campus. So Cape Cod Community College is regionally accredited by the New England Commission of Higher Education. What this means is that we have met the highest standard of accreditation across New England. So that means this is the same accreditation that all of the UMass system has, the Massachusetts University system, and just about every college and university in New England. This is the same accreditation that the Harvard schools have and the MITs, UMass. So this means that when you get an education at Cape Cod Community College, you are getting the highest quality that you can get. We are nonprofit, so that means that our primary goal as an institution is to make sure student success is our first priority. We are also a public institution. As a public institution, we fall under the same umbrella as the Massachusetts Department of Higher Education. So this is the same umbrella that where we see the UMass system, also the state university system like Bridgewater State, Framingham State, Fitchburg State, and also the Massachusetts Community College system. When a student takes a class at Cape Cod Community College, you can be sure that you're getting the same quality of education that you would at any of the Massachusetts state colleges and universities. In fact, when a student takes a class with us, it's often the same course, it's the same content, and taught by many of the same instructors that you would find at any of the Massachusetts state colleges and universities. Our campus is absolutely beautiful. We are on a 116-acre campus, I'll show you in just a moment, located right in West Barnstable. We have many of the same amenities that you'd find at a traditional four-year school. And we have 81 degree and certificate options. If you go onto our website and go under degrees and certificates, you can look at our full list of offerings. We have everything from short-term training programs like EMT, all the way through two-year associate degree programs designed to transfer. When you step onto our campus, you'll see that we have about 3,000 students in any given semester with an average class size of 15 students. You'll find that even though we have about 3,000 students every semester, your classes aren't going to be large. You're not going to be in a large lecture hall. You will still have that intimate environment with your instructors and your peers. This is great for students who need one-on-one learning, but it's also great for students who want to be part of a vibrant campus community. Our campus, as I mentioned just a moment ago, 116 acres right in West Barnstable. We're tucked right into the woods right off of Route 6A. And we are located right off of Route 6 of Exit 6. We have free parking and also free access to public transit. We are part of the CCRTA system. That's the Cape Cod Regional Transit Authority. So students who are coming onto campus via public transit can stop right off at our campus and we'll drop you off right at our main campus center. We have over 25 student clubs and organizations. So even though we are a 100% commuter campus, and all of our students do come to campus every day, we do have a vibrant campus life. So everything from sports to performing arts to academic clubs and organizations to social and ethical groups. We have a lot of different opportunities for students depending on what your goals are. We have a life fitness center for students who are looking to get fit and get active while they're on campus, including basketball and tennis sports. We have a live radio station, and we're actually one of the only two community colleges in the state that has a live radio station. We have the Wilkins Library, 3 academic buildings. We have a performing arts center. We have a dining commons and a campus bookstore. We have all the same things that you'd find in a traditional four-year school except housing. Unless a student is in one of our 2 programs, either aviation maintenance technology or funeral service, housing is not available. However, if you are in one of those 2 programs, you could have housing as an option through the Bridgewater State campus. If it's something that you're interested in, if you're looking at one of those programs, speak to the admissions office, and we'd be happy to walk you through the steps for how to get housed. Transfer opportunities are, we have a lot of opportunities for our students. We have over 66 transfer agreements across the country. We're also part of the Mass Transfer Agreement. So students who are coming to Cape Cod Community College have the opportunity to transfer to any of the Massachusetts state colleges and universities. The process is really straightforward. The work has already been done so that when a student is ready to transfer, all they have to do is submit the mass transfer application and all of their credits will transfer. How that works is if a student applies to Cape Cod Community College and completes their first 60 credits, that is the first 2 years of an associate degree if a student is enrolled full-time. If a student maintains a 2.5 grade point average, which on the GPA scale, that's between a B plus and a C minus average, if they maintain that as a community college student, they will get guaranteed transfer credits. And not only that, but they'll get guaranteed university acceptance to any of the Massachusetts state colleges and universities across the state. Whether that's a UMass school like UMass Amherst or UMass Dartmouth, or a state university like Bridgewater State or Framingham State. This is an opportunity for students to come to us and within 2 years transfer and not only get guaranteed transfer of credits, but guaranteed university acceptance. Some of the other perks: no application fee, no application essay or interviewing. They do not require SAT or ACT requirements at that point. And your high school GPA is no longer a factor. So if maybe you didn't do so well in high school, or maybe you didn't score so well in the SAT or ACT, that's okay. As long as you maintain that 2.5 GPA at Cape Cod Community College, you can transfer to anywhere within the state. And not only that, but there's no common app. It's one application for all the schools. It's the mass transfer application. So you don't have to worry about filling out all these different applications if you're looking to go to different schools. Also, the savings are quite substantial. On average, students save up to 40% over 4 years on a bachelor's degree. That can be equivalent to tens and thousands of dollars. And depending on the school you go to, it could be even more. So it's an opportunity for you to not only save money, but streamline the transfer process if you're looking to start with us and then go to a 4-year school. What does it cost to come to Cape Cod Community College? So for a Massachusetts resident, if you're enrolled in 30 credits, which 30 credits is a full-time student, and that's equivalent to doing either 15 credits or 5 classes a semester, or 30 credits per year. The cost is about $223 per credit, which factors out to about $6,700 a year, or $6,690. Now, keep in mind that this amount is for the total credits. Now, if a student is enrolled in only 1 or 2 classes, you'll only pay for 1 or 2 classes. You never have to pay for classes you're not taking. So if a student is taking, a shorter or smaller course load, you'll only have to pay for the classes you take. But this number reflects the cost of a full-time student. And if you're enrolled in full-time, you'll be looking at about $6,700 a year. There are some additional costs on the bottom there. The books and supplies, health insurance is required if you're enrolled in 9 credits more per semester. However, if you do have health insurance currently, that fee can be waived if you just submit verification for that. This is why we recommend that all students complete the FAFSA, which is the free application for federal student aid. This is the federal aid application we require students to fill out if they're looking to get eligibility. What will then happen is the federal student aid office will send us a report of your eligibility, and then what we'll do is we'll put together a financial aid package. This will determine your eligibility for federal, state, and college grants loans, as well as federal work study. The application opens on October 1st every year, but the priority deadline in Massachusetts is May 1st. You can still apply after May 1st for federal opportunities, but the state opportunities tend to be limited after May 1st. So we recommend students apply up to 6 to 8 weeks beforehand, and that way we can make sure that everything is in order and you have everything you need to get started. What do these savings look like across the board? So if a student comes to Cape Cod Community College for 1 year, you're looking at about $6,700. Now, if you look at the other colleges across the state, you can see that there's a substantial savings by coming to Cape Cod Community College. Now, these numbers reflect only tuition and fees. They do not reflect room and board, and they reflect that 30 credits per year or that 15 credits per semester for a full-time student. So even if you come to Cape Cod Community College for 1 year and then transfer to any one of these schools, you could save tens and thousands of dollars. The savings are substantial, and it's even better knowing that your credits will transfer. So what does the application process look like? We do not accept common application. We have our own application on our website. If you go to capecod.edu/apply or go to our homepage and click the apply button, that will bring you right to our online application. It usually takes about 10 to 15 minutes for most students to apply. We have the online application, and then after students submit that, we do require that you submit your official high school transcript if you've graduated within the past 10 years. We do not use your GPA to accept you to the college, but we will use it to help us to place you into your classes in your first semester. We do not require SAT scores. It's free to apply, so we don't have an application fee. We have a minimum, we do not have minimum GPA requirements, so we're not looking at your high school GPA when you apply. We don't have interviews or essays or letters of recommendation. If you have prior college credits from another institution, such as another community college, maybe another university, if you send those official transcripts to us, we'll review them and determine if we can accept any transfer credits, and that might accelerate your degree even further. Now, if you have AP credits from high school or IB credits, we also want to look at those too, because you may have credits that might come in to transfer. Now, if you're looking at an allied health program like dental hygiene or nursing, those programs do have special admissions requirements. So I do recommend that you stop by our admissions requirements page on our website for the full list. Now, these admissions requirements do not apply for those two programs because those programs are selective. However, we do want you to have an opportunity to look at that to get an idea of what the deadlines are and the requirements are for each of those programs. That concludes the presentation. If you have any questions or you would like some additional support to get you started in the enrollment process, please feel free to reach out. I recommend that you email our admissions office at admin@capecod.edu. You can also drop us a line on the phone number below. However, for the best support, we do recommend working through us. We're here for you. We understand that the college process can be overwhelming no matter what stage you're at, but we're here to support you and make sure that you have everything you need to be successful. We look forward to seeing you.